Callie's Hard-Earned Bridge by Olivia Youngblood from Lookout Mountain Elementary School. Characters. Fox 1. He's chatty and questionative and a bit round in the middle.
Hey.
Fox 2. Bonjour. He's a know-it-all because he's so smart. I am superfragilistically brilliant. He wears glasses. That's right, Bill Gates is my idol. He's tall and thin. I like to thank my parents for those awesome Fox chromosomes. And kind of frazzled. Ugh, my brain hurts from thinking so much. Fox 3. He's dramatic and self-centered and round.
Red?
James. He's a rare carpenter fox. He's nice but unloved because of his hobby and profession. He's active. He's 34 with no family. He's a tall, burly fox. And he is pleased to help the queen. Sam. He's a Sam's cola can. He's a very powerful, wise can with a big, booming voice. He doesn't want the cans to be slaves to the foxes. He wants all his fellow trash people to be recycled. He's a trickster. He's 78 years old. That's old for a can. Sam is seen as an unnamed leader of the cans. Callie. She's not popular. She's truthful.
Yes.
Because all foxes follow the code of truth.
Code of truth?
Callie is bright and cheerful. She's 22, a young adult who does not have burdens yet.
Sorry?
She's perky.
Yes.
Sometimes it's a bit annoying.
Huh?
But she has a talent for words.
Thank you.
A lot of foxes see her as a young, persevering fox.
I want to become the greatest leader in the whole entire kingdom.
But there are some older foxes that see her as too young, like those 3 foxes talking about fox politics. Scene 1. Setting. It's early morning, right after dawn, at the Redwood Forest, near a fast-moving river. The forest is littered with cans and other garbage around the river. All cans and garbage can speak. Foxes are always looking for food, and they are always hungry and want to eat more. The forest hardly has enough food. At rise, Callie is chasing a rat near the river. She glances down at the river and has a flashback of herself when she was little and fell into the river. She stops chasing the rat and freezes. She shakes herself back to the present and trots off and trips over Sam the cola can.
Oh, I could have eaten that rat. That was a pretty rare find. If I could just get over my fears of falling into those icy depths.
Callie notices that she tripped over Sam. She's not really sorry, but apologizing to be polite.
Oh, so...
Going to the grove now.
Callie trots away happily. Scene 2. Setting. It's midday the next day at the Common Den, where the votes for the President Fox are being held. It's very cozy and bigger than the rest of the foxholes, although it is about the size of the Gryffindor common room and has a small stage and podium. It smells like fresh green grass and dirt. It's crowded on some days, like the voting day, but not very crowded normally. It has a relaxed tone of light through the entrance hole. At Rise, Callie is about to give her speech. She is practicing her speech in her head. She is the last to say her speech. The other candidates are very old foxes with gray fur. They scowl and walk away, whispering amongst themselves.
That was rude. Sigh. I bet they think that I'm too young. I'm so nervous. I hope they vote for me. Once I build the bridge, there will be no chance of me being impeached. I mean, a lot of past foxes have been impeached.
Callie is called up to the podium to start her long speech. She is confident and bold, but
First, Callie Fox, will follow the Fox Code of Truth and be truthful to all living foxes in hopes to be the new queen. Will serve this pack till my end. I pledge to devote both my mind and my power to strengthen this pack.
she pauses for dramatic purposes.
When or if I become queen, within 2 weeks after I'm elected, I will build a bridge. I will build a bridge over the mighty waters of the river that many of us have lost loved cups and elders to as they tried to fight and cross the grand water. I myself lost to the waters. My grandmother, a great leader of this pack, was lost. And I myself too was almost lost.
She pauses again for more dramatic purposes.
After that, I will rid this forest of trash. Trash has gotten into our food sources multiple times and has caused deaths. Finally, after a few more fixes, I will promote the hunting groups to gather and hunt more food during these hard times.
Callie takes a bow like a dog wanting to play. She leaves the stage whilst the vote starts. Scene 3. Setting. It's the next day at noon at the Common Den at Rise. Callie is in the middle of the room, crossing her tail for good luck.
The votes are in.
Callie and the other candidates are beckoned to the stage.
And the winner is... It's Callie!
Callie walks through the den, shaking hands with foxes, and overhears the conversations around her.
I wonder what species Callie will hire to build the bridge.
My bet is on badgers. Did you know last time they built the aqueduct with badgers?
I swear, if she makes her servants build a bridge without being paid like the last queen, I swear I will try to impeach her.
She better.
Callie feels nervous as she overhears that conversation about the bridge being built in 2 weeks. Scene 4, setting. It's mid-afternoon at the littered forest at Rise. Callie is running and she stops at Sam's resting place.
I won! I won! I won!
Well, thanks to me,
What?
I influenced the vote. I know things, bad things about your citizens, and you foxes like to keep your reputations, especially when you break the code of truth, so I blackmailed them into voting for you.
She whisper yells and is really shocked.
Foxes have broken the code of truth?
Duh, you never would have won otherwise. Also, if you want to be known as a fox of your word, you should start cleaning up this trash along with your friends.
Callie is starting to not trust Sam as much.
I am a fox of my word. So I'm gonna organize the trash to be taken away now.
Scene 5, setting. It's late afternoon at the spotless, clean forest at Rise. Sam is grinning uncontrollably, standing, getting ready to be picked up by another fox to be taken away with the other trash.
Wait! Where are you going? Now you have to help me build the bridge.
I'm leaving. I never said I would help you build the bridge. I hinted at it, but I never said.
You tricked me? No! Us foxes are untrickable.
Sam grins and hops into the bag.
Good luck!
Callie starts walking to her den. She passes a den with random foxes and overhears their conversation.
When will that bridge be built? If she doesn't keep her promise about making it in 2 weeks, then she is going to get impeached.
She only has 4 days left to do it.
I can't wait to pull that off.
Callie is really disappointed in herself. Her ears are drooping and she is dragging herself about.
If I can't build that bridge, then if I don't honor my promise, I'm getting impeached. Any fox who is not truthful is frowned upon. I don't want to be impeached. This is my only job. I don't want to live like a poor fox. Why am I so selfish? The whole reason I'm doing this is to save foxes, not to be better and richer than them. If I don't build that bridge, many good foxes will die. I can't force my servants to build it. Carpenters who work without pay is frowned upon, especially when foxes do it. And my reputation is bad enough as it is. At least the citizens don't think I was the one who blackmailed them.
Callie has a realization. She is happier and brighter again. A grin spreads across her face, and in a strong, new voice, she says,
Why don't I just give them extra food? I mean, any fox will do almost any job for food. Why didn't I think of this before? I have plenty of food.
Scene 6. Setting. It's early morning at the place where the bridge is going to be built. At Rise, Callie is running throughout the kingdom, gathering people to build the bridge in return for extra food, in which all animals love. She finds a rare carpenter fox named James, wearing a builder uniform, wielding a saw and wood at his feet. Coming out of his den, he starts his rare hobby, woodworking.
Hello, I'm Queen Callie. What is your name?
My name's James. It's an honor meeting you, especially since I'm a woodworker. Most people look down on me.
It's nice meeting you. I, for one, don't look down on you. You seem like a very nice fox. Anyways, I require your help in building the bridge. Of course, for your efforts, you will be rewarded generously with extra food.
I am quite flattered with your kindness. I will gladly assist your majesty. I am a fairly skilled woodworker, but I still would need more help from others, if they are willing.
Well, you're in luck, because I have 20 or so foxes ready to do your bidding in building the bridge. You may start building the bridge today. Thank you for your help. I hope you meet more people who respect you.
Scene 7. Setting. It's midday at the Common Den the next week. At Rise, Callie is standing on the podium announcing that the bridge is being built.
Lady foxes and gentle foxes. I am happy to announce that the bridge has officially been built and is officially open.
Foxes run and leap out the entrance to go see the bridge. The end.
So, guys, I'm with Olivia Youngblood. She is the playwright for Callie's Hard-Earned Bridge. And we're just going to have a little chat about Muse of Fire class. So, Olivia, how did you first hear about Muse of Fire?
Well, my dad, he'd been trying to get me to do it for like a year before I actually did it. So
Okay.
That's how I learned about it.
Had you seen any of the productions before you participated?
Yeah, I went to last year's.
Okay. And we found out that we knew each other before class, but we couldn't remember. It took us a while to remember how we knew each other. But we did a theater camp together. Yeah. And did your mom show you? I found that really awesome photo of you.
Oh, yeah.
So I know that this has been a crazy, crazy year, not just for Muse of Fire, but for the whole world. when we first started our class back in February, we were meeting in person at the library. And then halfway through the class, we had to try online. But I want to talk about the class we had at the library. What was your favorite part of that class?
Well, everybody would always make other people laugh a lot, and it was really inspiring, like, to see what other people did.
Yeah. What was the hardest part of that class, do you think?
Probably staying focused.
Yeah.
Everybody was always like singing, doing weird stuff.
Yeah. So when we switched to the online class, what was the hardest part of that class for you?
Well, it was hard not to be able to kind of like be there with the person, kind of like express your whole entire like thing.
Right. Yeah. Theater is such a contact activity. I mean, it's like its own sport, you know? And we do it all together. It's a community. It's really hard when we're not able to do it together. I understand that. What was your favorite part of the online class, or did you have something that you didn't expect to happen online that did?
Well, online it was like it was more of a surprise, like to see what other people did, because like you had no idea what was like going on with other people.
Yeah, that's true. Because in class you sort of got to hear what people's ideas were, but
yeah,
when everyone was writing their plays on their own with a mentor, how was that working one-on-one with a mentor?
It was very cool. I got to really connect with her.
Yeah, that is cool. Do you think that you will keep writing plays now that you've written?
I will definitely keep on writing stories. I probably will be writing plays.
What was the hardest part about writing a play for you?
You had to like write it in this format, and at first I didn't get the format, and I just wrote it like normally.
Mm-hmm.
I had to rewrite it.
So do you think that writing it in first person was harder for you than writing it as a story?
Yeah, I guess just like it was more to write, first of all.
That's true, because you have to write not only what they say, but their reactions and what you want them to do. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. Do you think that was the hardest part of writing a play for you? What do you think is the hardest thing?
I guess it was kind of like a story.
Yeah.
I guess it was also coming up with like, every single like part of it, because like you had to like have to make it realistic, so that it's like actually capable of being produced.
True. Well, that is something to consider. Sometimes the absurd is fun to do as well, because there's no way to make it exactly accurate. So it's fun to just sort of be abstract with it. Muse of Fire tends to do some theater of the absurd sometimes. That's what makes it so much fun. Well, are you ready to see your play?
Yeah.
All right. All of our friends out there, we are really excited for you to see this.